What's up, y'all? Good to be with you. Saturday night, I was watching the Alabama-Georgia game, but it wasn't really close, actually. Alabama was beating them pretty good, so I was like, you know what? I'll just jump on and answer some questions for a little bit. I'm sure you guys have some start-sit questions or trade questions or things like that. I've also been playing a fair amount of fantasy football tonight. I made some Dynasty trades, so feeling good about that. My voice is slightly gone because I was at the IU football game today. IU football is 5-0 for the first time in 57 years. And so I'm pretty amped about that. And yes, I was screaming really loud at the game. Got the dub over Maryland today. So super happy about that. But welcome in. I will be answering questions on the site. I'll also answer questions in the comments section as well. But you've seen plenty of this now. Wrong screen. There you go. You've seen plenty of this now. We answer questions over here. We've already got a couple that have come in, so we're going to answer some of these. But you can submit your question using the pinned comment at the link there, and that will work for you. I'll also put it up on the screen here real quick. But, yeah. I'll stick around and answer questions as long as you guys have them. If we end up not having that many questions, then I don't have to stick around. But it's good to see you guys. And I can hang out for as long as we need to, so... There you go, pinned comment. It's also really nice to answer questions this way. So good to have you guys. See you in the comments. What's up? What's up, Alex? What's up, man, Nicole? What's up, Toronto Dave? What's up, Bounty? You're starting Monty for sure. Appreciate you guys. Let's jump over here and do again some of these questions. And like I said, if you want to submit a question on the site, make sure you head over there and follow the link in the pinned comment. But we're gonna work on this for Jonathan. We've got a start-sit question here. Wide receiver, you're deciding between Garrett Wilson. You're picking two here. You're obviously doing Garrett Wilson, I think, first, even though they've got Pat Surtain in the Broncos this week. And then the second one, like, it's between Khalil Shakir and Zay Flowers. I'm still going to go Zay because I'm sure you're going to have a flex down here. And when we're looking, you also need a running back. So your second running back, Bucky, is a little bit banged up, but so is Rachaad White. Rachaad White is sick, apparently. You've got Zach Moss. You've got Roschon. I'll take Zach Moss. I want the volume there. So then that leaves me with your flex. This is where I'm going to go ahead and go Khalil Shakir. I'm pretty comfortable. I don't know about you guys. Like, I'm pretty comfortable with Khalil Shakir right now. I mean, it seems like, and I'm going to fact check myself in real time. It seems like he's getting enough volume to be somebody that you can feel good about flexing every week. Also, the lack of volume for Keon Coleman has definitely been a factor as well. They play tomorrow night? They do play tomorrow night. 3, 5, and 6 targets. So, but again, 5 receptions, 6 receptions in the last couple games. He had set 2 touchdowns so far. He's been in double digits every single game this season. 13, 10, and 19 points. So, like, I don't know about you guys. Like, I feel pretty good about flexing Khalil Shakir. And so, looking who we're leaving out of your lineup is going to be Roschon, Bucky Irving, and Braylon Allen. And I think, again, I think I'm most comfortable with this lineup here, especially in a half PPR league. So, appreciate you, Jonathan. Thank you so much. Let's go to a trade question here. So, it says a redraft, super flex. I wonder if this is actually a dynasty question. I'm assuming it says redraft. I'm going to assume it says PPR, no time premium. So let's see. You would be sending Drake May and Ladd and getting Goff, Diggs, and B-Rob. Okay, this is a dynasty question then. That kind of answers my question if we got Drake May in the deal. And honestly, I'm not really interested in trading these two guys. I think in a dynasty league, like, you wanted to hold on to Drake May. Drake May, I think, has a ton of upside, and also you'd be selling at a pretty good price right now. I think I would just hold. All three of these guys, especially Diggs and Robinson, are going to lose all their value in the next year or two. These two guys are going to gain value, and so, like, I'm definitely going to take the value insulated side. If it were like a smash contending move, I would do it. But I don't like giving up Drake May at all right now in Dynasty. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that one. But appreciate you. Well, I don't know where the button is to go to the next question. But and then let's go to Jonathan again. This is a trade question. So this is going to be a redraft. You're going to send Bowers, Flowers, and Moss, and you're going to get Godwin and Ramondre Stevenson. I personally think, you guys can let me know what you think here, but I think that if you are sending away Brock Bowers and sending away Zay Flowers, I feel like you want to get somebody better than where the best player in the deal is Chris Godwin. This is a 10-team start 7, so you do want to go upside here. I don't feel like you're getting a super significant upgrade like from Moss to Ramondre. It is an upgrade, but you're essentially trading the tight end 2 rest of the season and then Flowers for Godwin. And honestly, what side are we taking here, chat? Are we taking the Bauer side? Or are we taking the Godwin side here? Again, it's a 10-team start 7, so depth is less important. I'm tempted to say the Bauer side, but what do you guys think? I think I would just hold here if I were Jonathan. But you can let me know if you think I'm wrong. So, all right. We'll answer Ralph's super chat while we're at it. Ralph, appreciate you, man. You're able to get JJ in a 1-for-1 trade with Kyron. Okay, see, like, people trash Nathan for doing that trade, but that's worse than Nathan and I's trade. But obviously, I heavily support you getting Justin Jefferson there. My wide receivers are Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Debo, and Garrett Wilson. Man, should I try to trade for a better running back? You've got Connor, Montgomery, Moss, and Charbonnet. Honestly, no. I don't think so, and here's why. I'm assuming, is this a 10 or 12 team league, Ralph? Let me know in the comments. I'm assuming, though, assuming it's a 12 team with your running backs being the way they are. You're stacked at wide receiver. I'm assuming this is a PPR league as well. James Conner is one of the top 12 running back rest of the season. David Montgomery is a top 15 back rest of the season. In a PPR league with Lamb, JJ, and then Debo, and then you're flexing, Debo or Garrett Wilson or one of those guys, or both of them, you could absolutely run away with the league. So I personally am, again, like looking at the production from James Conner and David Montgomery so far this year, James Conner is he's the running back 18. That honestly, because he only had 3 points last week. He's played better than that. Now Montgomery he's a top 12 running back. He's running back 9. Unless you're going to go get a Saquon, a Bijan, a Brees, a JT, I don't think you make a move there. I think I would just hold. So I see you guys are saying the Bauer side there. So we'll roll with that side. But yeah, Ralph, if I were you, I would just continue to dominate the wide receiver rooms in your league and just go ham. That's what I think. So. All right. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for your super chat. And we are caught up with questions on the site. So like I said, you guys can use the link up here if you want to submit your question on the site. We're going to be answering questions over here, questions on the site, wherever. But the questions on the site are fun. I would encourage you guys to go over there if you haven't already. And also, you get the rankings, trade calculator rest season for free. Use code DOMAIN. So I would take advantage of that. And then also, again, we're going to, it's a better way. It's better than super chat. So start Garrett Wilson or Kenneth Walker in the flex. Assuming that's Garrett Wilson. I would probably just go Wilson, especially with Kenneth Walker not being healthy this week. So, and Wilson's got a tough matchup, but I am not convinced. Is Kenneth Walker, did they come out with an injury designation for him for the game? Because it should have been today since they play Monday. Oh, to play. Sick. All right. Actually, you know what? He doesn't even have a designation. I would start Walker. I thought he was going to have a questionable designation, but it doesn't even look like he has that. So that's really good news for my freaking flock team. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, here. I'll show you. There's so I can now plug Kenneth Walker in my flex spot with Etienne and Jones. Both Etienne and Jones have been a little bit underwhelming. Walker, it looks like he's only projected which these projections suck, so I put 11 points, but that really helps my team, man. So I'm really excited about that. But if I were you, man, I would start Kenneth Walker. Debo for DJ Moore is kind of lateral. I think I would just hold. If anything, I'd give the edge to the Debo side. Garrett Wilson in a non-PPR league, are we sitting him? If you can afford to do that, then yeah, I would sit him. If you can afford to do it. I don't know if we can or not, but if you can, yeah, do it. Okay. Why did my sub count get all weird on me? Oh, that's why. There we go. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. All right. Jennings, Jacoby, and Higgins. Of these guys, I'd start Higgins, I think. That would be my first choice. Traded away Dobbins and Daniels for Bijan. That's a smash. It's a 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex, 10-man. I've got Richardson, Jacobs, Mason, Pollard, Brooks, JJDK, Flowers, Puka, Ladworthy, Bowers. Should I try to upgrade running back 2? Trading Mason and Pollard. Is this team just chill? Try it. See what? Yeah, I mean, see if you can. But see if you can raise your ceiling there. But I think Mason is pretty good rest of the season because I don't think Christian McCaffrey freaking plays. This, my friend, this is true. I just read from top to bottom. So if you guys put your question a million times, I'm gonna read it at the same time anyway. So Logic, appreciate you, man. Wide receiver 2, Cooper or Flowers, and then flex Ford or Jennings in a full PPR league. So for wide receiver 2, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to double check. I'm pretty sure we have Cooper over Flowers. We do. We have them in the same tier. We have Cooper 2 spots above Flowers this week. I'm going to take Amari Cooper, who continues to get targets, and I just feel a little bit safer with Cooper than I do Flowers right now. And Flowers is playing the Bills, so I'd take Cooper. And then Ford or Jennings, I would personally go Jennings. Actually, Kittle doesn't have an injury designation this week either, does he? I think Kittle coming back is going to squash Jennings' ceiling by quite a bit. Yeah, he's good to go. And then Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford's really just a wild card. He did play 80% of snaps last game. But when you're looking at that game, that matchup in particular, playing the Raiders, the line for that game is only 37.5. Whereas with Jennings, who do they have this week? They have the Pats. Ugh, gosh, that's also ugly. I mean, Jennings could also feast because you've got Christian Gonzalez on Brandon Ayuk. And then, again, Kittle's going to be heavily utilized. But I would lean Jennings there, I think. Appreciate you, Logic. Thank you so much. Carlos, what's up, man? It's a 10 PPR Dynasty league. So trade away Mason and third the Christian McCaffrey owner for Josh Jacobs. Yeah, it's not even close. Would you upgrade the third to a? Yes, I would do a second. Yes, absolutely. That's not a close trade, man. So, appreciate you. Let's see. Make sure we don't have any site questions over here. Appreciate you guys. We got that one. No, we're good. Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys can follow the link if you want to submit on the site. I'll keep answering super chats and chats in here, but I'm just going top to bottom. So Jaden Reed or Najee Harris in a PPR league. Jordan Love coming back. You got the guaranteed volume in Najee. You got Jaden Reed upside. So if you need upside, if you look at your lineup, if you feel like you need upside, go Reed. If you like you need safety, go Harris. Waddle usable. I had a dream the other night. This is a weird dream. I had a dream that Jalen Waddle popped off this week. So maybe I'm onto something. I'm probably not. I'm probably just a psycho who dreams about fantasy football. 6 points last week, 5 targets. You do have Tyler Huntley coming in here, but the thing with Tyler Huntley is like we don't really have any good examples of him supporting fantasy wide receivers because where did he play before this? He played for the Ravens, right? And so it's not some of those wide receivers aren't productive with freaking Lamar. So I would say probably not for Waddle. It's just going to depend on if you have the luxury of having a roster where you can sit him or not. I traded my Ridley for Flowers, win or loss. Rest of the season, I've got, and we can go ahead and check over here. I've got Ridley quite a bit higher. I'm sorry, not Ridley. I have Flowers quite a bit higher, but let's double check that. And again, you get these rankings free. Flockfantasy.com/domain. If you want these rankings that I'm using for the stream right now, use code domain, you get them free. And let's sort by old me. Okay, so Flowers rest of season I have at 28. Ridley I have at Where do I have Ridley at? There he is, 30. So yeah, I would take Flowers rest of the season. I'm honestly fine with that trade. Obviously, these guys are very close. But in my opinion, you're taking Flowers that is the wide receiver that's in a better offense that doesn't have to compete with D-Hop. The thing with Flowers was always like, oh, he's competing with Mark Andrews. And it's like, now that doesn't even freaking matter. So I'd probably just take Flowers there. Appreciate you, Aladdin. What's up, Chef Ren? Akers, Lazard, or Braylon Allen in a half PPR league. So you can think about it this way with Lazard. If they do, you know, shut down Garrett Wilson, if Pat Surtain is all over Garrett Wilson, maybe you have Lazard get some good opportunity there. But with that being said, I think that when you're looking at Lazard, I mean, he has been no better. And he didn't do anything last week. He didn't do anything. He got a cheap touchdown and saved his day. Honestly, I think you go Braylon Allen here. He's getting 30% of snaps, 18 attempts over the last 2 games. Didn't have a touchdown last game and still had 10 points. I think I would go Braylon Allen there. Obviously, Lazard, if you want to bet that he's going to get a touchdown tomorrow. But again, with Lazard, you are betting that he's going to get a touchdown. That's the key thing to remember there. So, appreciate you. Let's see. Bijan for Garrett Wilson and Kyron PPR Dynasty. Man, that's even. That's an even trade in my opinion. Let's see what the trade calculator says about that one. So this is a Dynasty. Let's do full PPR 12 team, tight end premium, super flex. Let's just do those. And let's say Bijan. I'm assuming it's going to say the Bijan side is going to win here. I'd be surprised if it gave the edge to Kyron. And now it does say that you slightly win with this side. So I think from a value standpoint, obviously this is within the margins of fair. And so because of that, I'm okay with you taking this. I think, because I think from a production standpoint, like when you're looking at Kyron and when you're looking at Bijan, like Kyron so far is the running back 4. Bijan is not the running back 4. He's the running back 16. So it's a lateral production move right now. And I feel like that's going to be about the same. And then you get Garrett Wilson on top. I'm honestly good taking that. I think I would take those. I think I would take the package side there. So appreciate it. All right. To clarify, we got to pay to get questions or no? I'm gonna answer non-paid questions too. So, Flock Secret League start sit thinks I'm your team. You should be able to change that. If you're talking about the site, you should be able to change that. You should be able to change which team you're on. So, yeah. Mike Evans or Christian Kirk? You know, I would probably go Mike Evans here for sure. I mean, I think Mike Evans is a safer pick though. Somebody said I didn't know my own calculator. I'm gonna do a test right now because this was on the expert. It was Mike, and I know you're trolling me, Mike, but I don't care. I'm gonna switch it to my values and see if this changes. Nah, it went the other way. Crap. Okay, didn't make my point. Never mind. Shut up. Is that what you're saying, Waffle? Is that the tool itself is messing up? Oh, you don't see how to change it on mobile. Yeah. So when you submit a question here, let's just show you real quick. When you submit a question over here, let's go. Boop. Start sit. Select league. There we go. Let's do the Flock League. Because and then it should take you over here. Your team might be linked wrong on it might be the my teams. I don't know, honestly. I'll have to check that out, but let me know what your start sit question is and I'll just answer it from the comments. So appreciate it. What's up, Wyatt? Walker or Braylon Allen? I'm going Walker here. I'm going Walker. Walker is, I mean, again, he's the bell cow. And maybe it won't be that way this week, but I still think he has higher upside this week than Braylon Allen does, and so I'm going to take him. So, Yeah. Appreciate you guys. All right. Again, I'm just going in order that these came in. Sam Darnold or Jalen Hurts. I'm going to go Hurts, Marv, and Aaron Jones. Evans, BTJ, and Diggs. Marv. This is really close, man. I think I'd take Marvin Aaron Jones. I'll just take the best player in the deal here. Who's K9 to start over Steele? Dobbins or Jacobs? I would start him over Steele there. I traded forward in a 25 third for Zamir White and Downs. Thoughts? I think this is a lateral move. I think it's a good trade for a rebuild. What's up, Grim? It's a 12-man 2 QB league, full PPR. Who should I play in my wide receiver position? Pick 2 here. Ridley, Shakir, Michael Wilson, and Pittman. I'm going to go Shakir and Ridley here. Michael Wilson's close. Etienne or Steele. I still got to go Etienne, man. What's up, man? Thoughts on this Dynasty Superflex trade? Dak in a mid-25 first for AR, and so it's Dak in a first for AR in a first. I'm pretty sure market value still favors Anthony Richardson. You do have the value discrepancy just based on time value for the firsts. Honestly, if I was getting out of AR for that, I'd feel pretty good about it, I think. I think it's a really fair trade. I think I'd be personally okay selling AR for that, but if you got AR, I'm also cool with that. Running backs I can get with Diggs and Sutton or BTJ. So let's pull up the rankings. Diggs and Sutton or BTJ. All right. Running backs and wide receivers here. We're looking at Diggs. So Diggs is about here, and then if you use Sutton, you're not going to get very high here. So you're going to get Kenneth Walker, which I'd be cool with that, honestly. You're going to get Derrick Henry or Josh Jacobs or Travis Etienne, which I'd be cool with that, honestly. If you use BTJ, you should get to Josh Jacobs, James Cook, Kamara, and Kyron Williams, that range. So that's about what I would be looking at there. But appreciate you. Let's see. Carson or Pollard in a standard league. I would go Pollard still. I think Pollard still has as high touchdown upside, but has more upside in other facets of his game. You're taking Pittman or Herbert, Pittman and Jaden Daniels, or Herbert Rice in a third. Nice. Good trade. Herbert Rice in a third for me. For me, like JD and Herbert you give the slight edge to JD there, obviously, but Pittman and Rice isn't even close. So not even close. Conklin or Andrews, I'd go Conklin personally. Shakir versus the Baltimore secondary, London versus the Saints secondary, I would go London. Do I start Brian Robinson or Jaden Reed at the flex? I have Devontae Adams out. Yeah, I personally think I would go Brian Robinson still. Again, this is gonna be a classic case of safety in Brian Robinson and upside in Jaden Reed. So, should I trade away Dobbins for Mixon? I personally would. I have Mixon ranked higher rest of the season. So, who should I trade for Saquon bye week next week? My running backs are him and Kamara. I have CD, Evans, Diggs, Sutton, and BTJ. You'd be trading away Saquon? I would hold Saquon. I'm not trading him at all. How do you feel about Brian Robinson over David Montgomery this week? I'm feeling Robinson is safer. Yeah. You said Brian Robinson and David Montgomery. Those guys this week in our rankings, I think I'm normally going to lean Montgomery, and I have Montgomery ranked 3 spots higher here and a tier above. So I'm going to go Montgomery here. Montgomery has been getting really consistent work. We've ranked him up pretty high this week just because of that. So Mixon next week. Next week? I haven't even looked at next week, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Collins or Evans? Collins. Yeah. Darnold or Hurts, we got that one. Should I start Amari, JSN, or Shakir? Of these guys, pretty sure Amari and JSN are in the same tier this week. No, Amari is a tier up for us, so we'll go Amari Cooper there. Non-PPR 12 team, I got Hurts, Bijan, White, Marv, Mike Evans, J-Mo Kincaid. What should I do with White is your question. Looking at your other running backs here, Swifty, Jay Williams, I'm assuming that's Javonte and not Jameson, but I could be either one. Might be Jameson. Algier, Chandler, I mean, you're hurting at running back too. But again, you'd be selling really low on Rashad White, so I think at this point you have to hold. Luckily, you have Marv, you have Bijan, you have Mike Evans. Oh, J-Mo's right there, so I'm assuming that is Javonte. So Javonte makes it a little bit better. You just got to hope that he starts scoring touchdowns. You do have Brooks coming back on IR. I would just hold. So, yeah, okay. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, you guys can drop your questions on the site. Link's pinned here. I'm going to double check we don't have any site questions right now, actually. But of course, I'll always answer questions over here as well. Happy to help. Let me look over here. All right, we're good over here. We do have a super chat down here, and it was from Terriago. What's up, man? Should I go Jennings, Jaden Reed, or Najee Harris this week in a PPR league? I think I would just go ahead and go Jaden Reed. Najee also, again, you're getting the value there. I'm sorry, you're getting the upside there. No, I didn't mean to say value. Jennings, I feel less sure about just because Kittle's coming back. Najee, you're getting the guaranteed volume. So that's what I meant to say was volume, not value. So who do the Steelers have? Does it really matter who the Steelers have? Najee's usage is what excites me because he's been getting 20 to 30 touches a game. 60% snaps, but he's getting 18 attempts, 17 attempts, 20 attempts. He hasn't had a touchdown. He also got 5 targets. Najee is the safe pick. Reed is the upside pick. A full point PPR, probably go Jaden Reed there. I like them both, though. I'd have a tough time there. What's up, Manicold? 12-team Dynasty full PPR contending. Would you rather trade... rather trade to acquire for a second flex spot? Okay, who would you rather trade? I got it. K9, Odunze, and Addison. In a contending, I think I would rather trade... in a Dynasty league, I don't want to trade Odunze. I don't want to trade Addison either. You're trading low. It's got to be Walker, I think, because I that's just my default answer because I really don't want to trade any of those guys. I get it. My preference would be probably Walker, and Odunze and Addison are kind of even. I don't want to trade either of them on a Dynasty league. Odunze can help you contend. Are you getting one of those guys for a second flex spot? Is that what you're asking here? If that's the case, you trading for these guys. I got you. Yeah, sorry. The wording threw me off. Okay. Walker. I mean, if you can get Odunze cheaper, though, Odunze is going to be a better Dynasty player long term. But in terms of rest of season, it's for points. It's Walker, Odunze, and then Addison for me. So I say Walker is the first guy there. Get the running back. You have to let me know what you think of these Dynasty trades I made tonight. I'll show them to you guys. The first one I got was... Here we go. The first... Oh, crap. Didn't mean to do that. The first trade I got tonight was... I got offered this in a Dynasty League. This is a 12-team Superflex PPR Dynasty League. My team is contending. I got offered Jamar Chase for Jaden Reed, a first and a second. I'm 4th in the league. My points so far is 4th. I'm a contender, I feel like. I've got Kyler, Kamara, Connor, Godwin, Laporta, Anthony Richardson. What do you guys think of this? Y'all have to let me know. I'll answer some of these super chats while we're at it. But let me know, did I win this? I mean, I accepted it without countering. I thought it was a pretty good deal. So I know it's crazy, but Dalton over Richardson. I would go Richardson still. I think you got to go upside. I understand it. I understand why you're thinking that way, but I think you still got to go there. Let's see. Denick, appreciate you, man. Oh, you're good. I was asking Jennings or Lockett in a PPR league. Yeah, I got Chase, guys. I took the trade, so I was asking. I was just wondering what you guys were thinking, but so for Jennings or Lockett, I think we have Jennings ranked higher this week, and even with Kittle coming back, I'm gonna stick with that. Looking here, Jennings we have at 29. Lockett, I don't think we have Lockett up here very high. We have him at 49. So I think it's Juwan Jennings. Obviously, I'd move Jennings down a little bit now that I know Kittle's playing. I'd probably move him down to 35, 36 range. But I think it's Jennings. I think it's Jennings until he proves that you can't. I mean, and I think last week he showed us that you can start him and feel pretty good about it. So, Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for your super chat. Happy to have you. I had good Jennings. The other one I made, and I'm at this point, I'm just showing you what I did tonight because I was interested. The other one I made, and this is another 12-team dynasty. This is the same team, actually, with the same guy. So I got James Cook. It's essentially James Cook for Worthy and Allen. I got Mooney as a throw-in. But again, I'm flexing James Cook in this league. My team looks like this. I've got Chase, obviously, Kyler, Kamara, Connor, Laporta, James Cook, Anthony Richardson, Bo Nix. I've got Javonte Williams down here. I've got Calvin Ridley and Mooney now. So that was the other trade. I'm kind of curious what you think about that. I feel like that one's closer, but I feel like getting James Cook was pretty good. I just don't feel very good about Worthy's. I don't feel very good about his usage. I don't feel good about his volume. So let me know what you guys think of that one. But Zach of Trades, what's up, man? BTJ or Michael Wilson with McBride out. Yeah, Michael Wilson's honestly a really good start this week. I still think I'm going BTJ. I've got BTJ at 28. Michael Wilson didn't get that high. We actually didn't rank Michael Wilson because we didn't know. I guess we should have known that McBride was going to be out. I think I'm going to go with the 1. I think I'm going to go with Brian Thomas here. I'm going to double check that. That's my answer. He had 9 targets last game. He only had 9 points on 9 targets, which is, obviously not great. But the fact that he's still, and I guess it was a blowout. A lot of that was garbage time. And then Wilson, on the other hand, Wilson also had, I think, 10 targets last week, right? Michael Wilson. 14 points on 9 targets last week. I lean Brian Thomas. Like, when I'm in one of these situations, even with injuries and stuff like that impacting it, I lean start best player. But Michael Wilson, I mean, he proved that he's probably going to get the volume. So let me just look real quick at the matchups for these guys. They play the Texans, and the Cardinals play the Commies. Honestly, frick. I mean, I screwed my rankings up. But yeah, I would go. I think I would go Wilson, honestly. So tough, man. That's tough. You said it yourself. But I think I'm good going Wilson there. What does the Flock website mean when it says to upload 5 picks? Hunter, are you submitting for a team review? That's usually what the Flock site says that for, is team reviews. And it basically, I think it asks that when you have to do a team that's not linked through Sleeper. But let me know what you're trying to do, what question you're trying to ask on the Flock site, and I can help you out. So, appreciate you. Let's see. Just going back up to the top here, reading these in order. 3-0, 10 team, Garrett Wilson and Dell or Brian Thomas Jr. for Tyreek Hill. I'm personally holding Garrett Wilson. I've got Tom in one of my leagues, Tom is one of our research guys, trying to trade Tyreek to me for Garrett Wilson with another couple swaps, and I'm just not doing it. I also have Neighbors, DK, and Puka. I think if it's Dell, I'm good doing that. I think if it's Dell, I'm okay doing it. If it's BTJ, it makes it a little bit tougher. I definitely see the appeal of getting Tyreek there, though. So, rate my top guys: Godwin, Reek, H-Han, Mahomes, Neighbors, McLaurin, Pat, Najee, Muth with Aubrey and defense. I switch every week. So you're streaming, yeah. Rate H-Han, Tyreek, and Mahomes. H-Han, Tyreek would have made this probably a 9 2 weeks ago, but now that 2 is out, it's going to drop you quite a bit. Mahomes, Neighbors, and Godwin still, though, with those guys, and this is solid. This is solid 7.8. 7.8. That's what I'm going. I love when you guys ask me to rate. I'm like, well, I don't know what scale to rate on, but I'll rate it. PPR, considering a bench Tyreek for Shakir, I would just... I'm going to tell you not to do it, and then Khalil Shakir's going to outscore Tyreek. I personally, if my philosophy is I like starting Tyreek there. I just like starting my best players. But I understand why I understand why you are thinking that. So, yeah. So, if you're submitting a team that's not a sleeper team, you have to upload screenshots of your team. I didn't know it made you submit a minimum of 5, but if it does that, just submit blank pictures or something like that if you don't need to do 5 pictures. So, yeah. Okay. Where's I at? If Keenan Allen plays and Olave does not, do I start DJ Moore, Shaheed? I would personally still start DJ Moore. DJ Moore safe. Rashid Shaheed, you'd be betting on a touchdown. Top guys for 12-man redraft. We already answered that. You guys only have to ask once, I swear. Who to stash? Downs or Wilson? In a redraft league, I would stash Wilson. Taysom Hill to the moon. It seems we get to that point every year. JSN, Addison, or Waddle at flex. I'd go JSN. Lockett or Jennings. I would go Jennings. Yeah, Wilson is gonna be he has a tough matchup this week. I think I'm good riding with Purdy. I don't really like upgrading at quarterback. Let's see. Pittman and Brooks for Addison and Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, that's pretty risk-free. I'm good with getting Christian McCaffrey there. Dobbins for Mixon. Yeah, we answered that one as Mixon. JSN or Hubbard. I would go JSN personally. I think we got that one as well. Should I trade Kittle in London for A.J. Brown? If you got another tight end, sure. I mean, I'm fine with that. Lockett or dang on, we got this. You guys only have to ask it once. Since White could sit out, should I start Bucky Irving over Walker? No, I'd still start Walker. Ford or ETN? ETN. Steele, Ridley. Steele if you want the safe. Ridley if you want the upside. London or Pickens? I'd go London. Trade Kyron and Garrett Wilson for Bijan. We got that one as well. Love the Flock Fantasy League. Y'all are doing the weekly videos, so honestly, you're like the chillest one. Keep it up. Appreciate it, Kyle. Thank you so much. And yeah, love doing that league. It's a lot of fun. And all the guys are really cool. Trying to win that league. I'm really trying to win that league, man. La Raza, Del Boxeo. Appreciate you. I'm sure I butchered your name, but still love you. Rate my team. This is a 12-team half PPR. I'm going to rate it out of 10 here. Lamar, Bijan, JT, Olave, Drake London, Pat Freiermuth, and then you got Jerome Ford in the flex. This is a 7.87. I would give you above an 8 here. You don't really have a super good tight end. You don't have a good flex guy. You're very top heavy. But you do have some studs in Bijan and JT. Problem is, I feel like outside of Bijan and JT, like Olave and Drake London are, you're still kind of up in the air on those guys. And so right now, I feel like I can't go any higher than, I can't go up to 8 or above here. I like Lamar. I think you got potential there, but I'd go 7.887. Honestly, probably 7.84, but I'm splitting hairs at that point, right? Appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. All right, just going in order again. I'm going in order top to bottom on in the order it was submitted. So you are welcome to. Well, actually, you're not welcome. You might as well not spam because I'm going to get to it the same time anyway. Appreciate it, Alex. Thanks so much, man. Tyjae for Ty Chandler. I would hold Tyjae there. Tucker Wilson, line on the bench. If Deontay doesn't play, who should I start? Michael Wilson. Move off Evans if you have it as a big game. I personally wouldn't. He's going to have big games. I mean, if you got the room to hold him on your roster and flex him, then he could have a big game in the playoffs and win you the league. He did that. So Strange versus Houston or Gesicki versus Carolina. Don't you have? Is Ingram out already? They already rule him out. I didn't know if he was game time or not. Yeah, he's out. I'd go Strange there. I'm not answering that one, Mike. Sean says 12-team PPR Superflex redraft. You got Lamb, AJ Brown, Olave, London, Watson. You got Walker, Connor, Dowdle, Brown, Roshan. Trade ideas for another running back, or should I just hold? Honestly, I would just hold. You're getting Walker back. You've got James Conner, and then you've got Brown and Dowdle. If you can trade some of those depth guys and go get like a cheaper like Zach Moss or something like that, I'd be cool with that. So starting Akers. No, no. I mean, unless you're just depleted. Managed to trade DeMarcus Robinson, Mooney, and Bucky for Jason and Ferg in my $100 league. I don't know how you did that. What's Addison's outlook production rest of the season? I think he projects pretty well. If you look at what Jalen Naylor's been able to do in that offense, it's not nothing, right? Obviously, it's touchdowns, but that's how Addison was producing last year. I think he has plenty of upside. The offense has been way better than we thought. So I feel decent about it. Did you grab Jalen Wright or Blake Corum? Of those, Jalen Wright's not doing anything this year. I'd grab Blake Corum. I don't know why people are high on Wright. Like, Wright has had, Mostert has been out. And Achane banged up, and you still don't see Wright really getting a ton of work. So, I would go. I think I would just go Corum there. Do you guys think Wright's doing something this year? You have to let me know. But I personally don't. Let's. So. Waffle, I don't see a site question from you. It didn't come through for me. I've been checking. I haven't seen any come through. Let me double check here. I don't have a site question from you. It didn't come to my feed, so I'll have to help you out with that, man. I'll get you covered though. Don't worry. If we don't get to it, I'll just message you after this and we can talk about it. Thinks he's MLK. Yeah, I'm having fantasy football dreams. I had a dream I scored like 6 touchdowns in a high school game with 500 yards and had all over me the next day at school. Mike, you're probably cool enough to where that actually happened to you, right? Hurts or Fields? Hurts. Najee or K9? Same tier, K9. It's personal. Brother got an offer. Cooper and Kenneth Walker for A.J. Brown. You'd be getting A.J. Brown. You got Lamar, Debo, Pickens, Lockett, JT, Chuba, Ferguson, Wandale, Mooney, Chandler. I feel like you need the depth there, but it's good value though. So you would be starting Lamar, Debo, A.J. Brown, Pickens, JT. Yeah, you really need Ken Walker for that running back 2 spot. I think I just freaking hold. It sucks because I really want to take that trade, but Pittman, yeah, we did that one already. Myers or Johnson, I go Deontay if he plays, but I like Jacoby this week. Keep Bijan in Dynasty. 6-point passing touchdown, 1 point for every 50 passing yards. Should do Richardson or Dalton? Man, in a 6-point passing touchdown league with 50 a point per 50 yards, I'd probably still go Richardson there. Honestly, 1 point per 50 yards is not enough to bump me up there. If a point for every, yeah, I mean, and that's. Yeah, I mean, normally it's 1 point for every 25. I would just go Richardson there. Would you trade a Hill for Pollard and Metcalf? In your own 3, I'm sorry, man. If you have to do that for depth purposes, you have to do it. I understand, but I personally wouldn't want to do that if I can help it. You know, but again, I get that sometimes we can't help those situations. Feeling Ridley's going to go off tomorrow? I hope so. That would be, or sorry, Garrett, not Ridley. I don't know why I said that. That would be interesting against Surtain. Ridley, J.K., Rashad, and flex. Probably. Do I have J.K. Dobbins above Rashad White? I have them back to back. I have Rashad White still a tier above, but Rashad White's out. So if Rashad White's out and it's between Ridley and J.K., I just go J.K. there. Debo Samuel for Devontae Adams. Good trade, bad trade. I have Debo. That's a lateral move in my opinion. Kirk or Garrett Wilson this week? I'd still start Garrett Wilson. Again, I'm a big start your best players guy. You chose Mason. Can I change that? I don't think it will let you change it. I don't think so. I can't probably fix that while I'm on stream right now. I'd have to talk to the guys, but sorry. I can get you refunded though, for sure. So just let me know, man. Sorry about that. And you're gonna Discord it, so that works. I'm just gonna look at Discord here. Yeah, just send it to me on Discord, dude. I'll just answer it. No big deal. Or just drop it here in the thing. I don't care. Kincaid or Kelsey? How many targets does Kelsey have on the year, man? Like, seriously. Oh my gosh. See, 12 targets on the year. Playing the Chargers, though, I'd go Kelsey. Shaheed or Braylon Allen, I'd go Shaheed. Ridley, J.K. Rashad, we got that one. Wilson or Joe Mixon if they're healthy. I would probably go Joe Mixon there over Wilson this week. Mixon, does he have an injury designation for tomorrow? Or is that why you're asking if he's healthy? Yeah, he's questionable. That's what I thought. I would go Mixon too. I just would. Unless the Jets get out to a large lead over the Broncos, yeah. Okay, so the question is Ertz or Andrews. I would go Ertz. I got Ertz ranked higher. Also, should I flex Waddle, Garrett Wilson, or Joe Mixon in the final spot in a close matchup with Tanner? I'm playing in this league, so. But I will give you the correct answer. The correct answer, like I know. Like, I'm definitely going to get this right. Like, we don't have people come back that are crappy every single week because of freaking start-sit questions. Like, I don't have a time machine. I wish I did. Well, you just asked that. I'd go Mixon if he's healthy. If not, it's Wilson. And then Ertz. I would go Ertz over Andrews. So we'll see if I hit on any of those, but appreciate you. All right, y'all. I'm going to do last call, and then I'm going to jump off here and go see what the games are going for college football. So, and go to bed soon because I'm tired. My newborn got me up at 5:50 this morning. So, now he's not a newborn anymore. He's just a kid. He's 4 months old, so. But I'll take last call if anybody's got any super chats. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going down the list here until I'm done. Lockett or Jennings, we got that one. Burrow or Love. Burrow, right? They play the Panthers, don't they? Don't quote me on that. Yeah, they play the Panthers. Yeah, I'd go Burrow. KW or Dortch, I'm going KW no matter what. Flowers or Pollard, wash. I'd probably go receiver in a PPR league. So, Keenan Allen or Addison over Garrett Wilson. No. What's up, Anna? Good to see you. I'm not trading Saquon. I need a running back to fill in. Okay, Reed. Let me jump back up here. Okay, who should I trade for Saquon's bye week? I see what you mean. If you want somebody really cheap, try to get somebody that's like filling in for a injured person right now. So we don't have a ton of those right now. Try to get like Zach Moss. Try to get Zach Moss. That's my recommendation to you. So Pittman, Yoshivas, or Charbonnet with Kenneth Walker on. I would go Pittman still. I'm going to start my best player, but. Yeah, let's see. Addison, BJ, and Odunze pick 2 rest of the season. Brian Thomas and Odunze. Ridley, JK, or Rashad White. I think we answered that, right? I'm trying to remember. I think we did. Non-PPR, H.N. or Braylon Allen. HM. Purdy or Jackson? Jackson. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm going to call it there. Fun stuff. Appreciate you guys a ton. We'll be back tomorrow night for the playbook, so keep an eye out for that. But, yeah, and if you have any questions leading up to kickoff, I'll leave the site questions open so you can submit start set questions or trade questions on there. But we'll end it there for tonight. Look, you guys know. We appreciate the heck out of you guys. Thank you so much for jumping on. Enjoy football tomorrow. It should be a fun week. Hopefully not a ton of injuries this week. So we already got enough injuries to go around. All right. Appreciate you guys. See ya. Peace out.